Hello, my name is Žarko Petrović. I'm a psychotherapist from Serbia. I practice cognitive behavioral therapy and also I am a Jungian analytic psychotherapist. My work is based on combining those two things, even though it seems it's impossible to combine. I find that it's most useful to work like that. Today, I would like to talk about intrusive thoughts. Intrusive thoughts in obsessive is in obsessive specter. I apologize in advance if my English speaking is limited, because I've been living in US for a year in 2000, I think. So for past 20 years, I'm not fluent in English, even though I read books in English, but my speaking is limited. My vocabulary is limited. So back to the idea, the intrusive thoughts and problem with obsessive neurosis. First thing that I noticed is that people are not making the difference between obsessive compulsive disorder and obsessive disorder. It's two different disorders, even though they are in relationship. They are not as close as we think so. The most psychotherapists will obsessive disorder classify under obsessive compulsive disorder, but in its nature it's totally different. In obsessive disorder, we have thoughts that are prohibited and are not in line with ourself, with my I, or selbst, what would German say. The forbidden thoughts in obsessive disorder come in a variety of specters, like homosexual for straight people, or aggressive, or bizarre, or against the Lord or religion. And in this concept, I'll take, for example, the aggressive obsessive thought. It can be a picture, idea, or like a feeling that, for example, I will take a knife and I will stab my child. Since I'm not that aggressive, nor I hate my child, this thought is prohibited for me and it's against all my values and beliefs. That would be obsessive thought. After that, we have a lot of thinking in a manner while I'm thinking this, am I a bad person or something like that. We call it ruminations. Those are ruminations. And ruminations are under the control of self. It means if you put an effort, a big effort, you can control or make stop to these ruminations. But obsessive thought came before any of my control. So intrusive thought can be obsessive thoughts. When they come to your mind, you don't try to make it disappear. You have to acknowledge it, because by Jungian principles, under the intrusive thought, obsessive thought, there is a meaning under a symbolic or metaphoric value. In some of next of my videos, I'll try to explain what's a symbolic value or meaning. In a sense, my unconscious trying to tell my conscious something in symbolic way. For example, if we take the previous thought of stabbing my child, you can ask yourself, in this, I'm jumping from the idea to idea, but in this sense, asking myself Socrates questions is very important. So one of the question is, if I have this thought, what am I? And the answer may be, I am aggressive. I want to kill. If I want to kill someone, what kind of person I am? I am like maybe disgusting person, okay? and then you come back and you can interpret that meaning that if I show any kind of aggression, that means I'm disgusting person. That is a good sign or a direction to think about where did I make or forge the ideas that if you have aggression you are the disgusting person. Maybe the origin of that would be the familiar ecosystem that prohibits any kind of aggression, maybe. Just a simple analysis. But if you have intrusive thoughts, don't try to eliminate them. Try to understand that this is the way my unconscious is trying to tell me something, okay? And if because neurosis is the best thing and the last hope for you to change, it means that every symptom in neurosis is a good thing, even though you don't like it or it's annoying and very hard to deal with. Neurosis is a way of mental stability. Neurosis is a last hope for unconscious to talk to conscious and make some adjustments. So in the future we have better possibilities to succeed and to be in shape or in balance as psyche tends to be. So, intrusive thoughts, accept them, understand that it's good for you and it has some meaning. I hope in next videos that we'll touch those meanings. If you have some questions, I encourage you to write me, even though I hope you can understand me well, because my Tarzan English is like this, so that's the way it is. Another thing that you can do with intrusive thoughts is cognitive restructuring. That's the cognitive technique. In our application, Psychotherapy Toolkit, you have a free technique that you can use. It's called cognitive restructuring, and it's based on idea that every thought by itself, it doesn't mean automatically if I think of it that it's true. That's a bias of our mind that our thoughts are true. Some of 30% of our regular thoughts are not true, even though we think they are. It means that neurosis that provides synthesize those cognitive negative automatic thoughts that we find intrusive, they're not by itself true, and we can we can test if that's okay or not. You can do that by using our application Psychotherapy Toolkit, and under the, I think, depression, you have cognitive restructuring. That's based on idea that you have to first write your negative automatic thoughts, then you go by making approximation how much that thought disturbs you from 0 to 10, and after that what emotion is triggered by this negative thought. Then you go by trying to make sense or to make a level of intensity of that emotion. That's from 0 to 10 again. After that you have a basic setup met, and you did what's supposed to do. You have a negative thought, you have a belief, you have emotion, and those are scales of levels that we need to do. After that, there is a first basic hypothesis that the thought is maybe true, maybe not. And then the cognitive restructuration automatically gives you 3 questions, and you will try to give the best answers you can to that question regarding your thought. You will see. Download the Psychotherapy Toolkit. It will be in description down there. Try those questions. After that, when you give an answer to that question, you will challenge the level of the thought that you have. If the answer is good, your belief in previous negative thought will go down, and the level of, for example, anxiety will fall down. That means that our thoughts really influence on the level of the feeling that we have. So feelings and thoughts are interconnected, and this and the connection is in the way that thoughts are mostly responsible for the feelings that we have. If we challenge the thought, the feeling will change. That's the second really practical cognitive technique that you can practice to challenge intrusive thoughts. I will give my best to give more and more videos in English for you, so you can fight for mental stability against neurosis that is really that can be really crippling for someone. Also, my way of work always goes with the idea that unconsciousness is here. So I hope that my channel will give you more insights on why is neurosis like that, why running away from thoughts is not conventional, not good for you, and it will not solve the neurosis. Thank you for listening. Try our Psychotherapy Toolkit. If you like it, please give it a review, and we will see you in the next video. Bye from Žarko.